And looking through the internet, Johnny has a question.
Who is AH?
I'm
Because
assuming
we got FH for Francis, MH for Meryl. Who's AH?
probably another relative.
Well,
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Really?
Yeah,
Bess, Marv, you got something for me?
George.
Hello?
George,
Hey, Bess.
right.
Nancy, our link to the world of excitement and intrigue and decent food. What's the latest?
Decent food.
Would you believe I found a letter that Dirk Valentine wrote to Frances Humber?
No way.
It was locked up in this chest that belonged to her father, and the letter was never opened. According to his journal, her father intercepted it and locked it away before Frances could read it.
So did you read it? Of course she did. I mean, she better have.
It said that Dirk hid a bunch of his loot somewhere.
Ooh, I love it when outlaws hide loot, don't you? What'd the letter say?
Well, evidently Dirk wanted Frances to have the loot he'd stashed, so he set up this elaborate treasure hunt for her. The letter contained all sorts of weird, obscure clues to help her find what he'd hidden.
But if the letter was never opened, Frances couldn't have found the treasure. Oh my gosh, it could still be out there.
And someone could be using that phantom horse to chase the Raleighs off the ranch because they want to be the ones to find it.
We're stuck here when we could be there with you looking for hidden loot? That does it, George. We're suing the airline and the airport.
I guess that does technically give that shopkeeper a motive, right? She wants to buy only a portion of property that seems to only have rocks and stuff. But maybe she thinks that's where the treasure is.
I mean, maybe, and they don't want to sell it because they don't want to start selling bits and pieces of the ranch, because eventually that's going to interest more buyers wanting to buy more bits and pieces, and eventually they'll end up owning less of the ranch than, well, what they really would want.
Right. So, I mean, I guess it's a motive, but I still don't really doubt her yet. I'm not really convinced that she would be the one. I think maybe she just does have some kind of personal...
spiritual drawing to it.
Or something. Yeah, maybe.
I'd love
Anyway.
to see what's inside this old trunk at Mary's, but I need a hint when it comes to opening it.
It probably opens just like that compartment in the blanket chest did. Put those 3 wrench things in the square holes.
But which way does she turn them, Bess? That's the hard part.
Maybe that romantic hearts and doves design has something to do with it.
Oh.
Let's see. Who could you call that would know something about things that are old and things that are romantic?
The novelist.
I
I
guess.
could sure use a hint when it comes to using that piece of paper Dirk left for Frances to keep track of where the rock pictures are.
Whenever you see a petroglyph, just click on the grid, and 2 letters that mark its
Click on the grid.
Oh, yeah,
will appear below. Just
Yeah,
make sure that
because
when you
Nancy,
click on the grid,
in
corresponds
supposedly the real
closely
world,
possible to the
is just
position of
clicking
that
on
particular
the grid and not just marking it with a
petroglyph.
pencil or something.
Careful. Pretty soon all those letters will
Don't you know the
still
clickable paper?
Right? It's bubble wrap.
That's it for now.
Jeez.
Thanks for calling.
Bye, Nan.
Alright.
Charlene. Charlene.
Arlene.
Party residents.
Hi, Joe.
Wait.
Hey, what's
Oh.
going
How did you-
on?
I clicked wrong. Oh well.
I'd love to see what's inside this old trunk at Mary's, but I need a hint when it comes to opening it.
Just do what you did to open that blanket chest.
The trick is knowing how far and in what direction to turn.
Yeah, no shit.
I'll bet that hearts and doves and initial stuff that's carved in the trunk is the real key.
You've got a trunk that probably dates back to the Old West, and a carving that suggests romance. Sometimes the only way to book some answers is to call an expert.
Okay. Book some.
I
Okay.
can sure use a hint when it comes to using that
Book
piece of
some
paper
answers.
Dirk
Yeah.
left for
Mm.
Frances to keep track of where the rock pictures are.
Just look for petroglyphs, and when you see one, mark its position on the grid.
I already know all this. God damn it, you guys. You're no help at
Catch you
all.
later.
See ya, partner.
Ride 'em, cowgirl.
Okay. There, I clicked
Only
right.
for you, Joe.
Oh. No, she has a boyfriend.
Oh, that's true. Well, I mean, maybe they have like a poly thing going.
Purcell's office.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. May I please speak to Miss Purcell?
Concerning?
I'm staying at a ranch in central Arizona, and since she knows so much about the history of Arizona, I thought maybe she could answer some questions for me.
Questions concerning?
Well, I came across a very old trunk that might contain stuff that has to do with these people named Dirk Valentine and Frances Humber. Only I can't open it.
Did you say Dirk Valentine?
And his girlfriend, Frances Humber, yes.
Huh.
Oh, would you hold, please?
This guy sounds high.
Thank you for holding, and thank you for calling the office of Charlena Purcell. Miss Purcell's latest novel, Like Wind Through My Heart, was an instant bestseller. And like so many of her novels, it recently received the Catherine Coop Award for Historical Excellence. Reading a Charlena Purcell novel is like traveling through time to the old Southwest on the wings of love.
This is Charlena. Who is this again?
Nancy Drew?
Tell me about the trunk you found.
Well...
Wrenches in these 3 holes.
To open it, I need to put these wrenches in these 3 holes, but I don't know in which directions they need to be pointing.
That does sound like it came from the Humber family. Is there any kind of picture on it?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there's this kind of abstract design made up of hearts and doves and the initials EH and
it's
AH.
EH. I thought it was FH.
EH would be Eldridge Humber, and AH would be Abigail Humber, Frances Humber's grandparents. The picture no doubt commemorates their wedding day, which was April 9th, 1811.
Wow, I'm
Those
glad she just knows
numbers
that
must
off the
have
top of her
something to
head.
do with the
Yeah.
directions in which those wrenches need to be pointing.
I'm afraid I wouldn't know. In the course of my research, I've only read about the trunks Merrill and Eldridge Humber handcrafted. I've never actually opened one. However, I've been running across fascinating tidbits concerning the Humber family and stashing them away for years. When I have enough tidbits stashed away, I may well write a book about them.
Then you'd probably be very interested to know what's in this trunk.
Yes, I would. And since I've helped you, or tried to, it's only fair that you help me, don't you think?
Sure, I'll keep you posted. Did I mention that I'm staying at Shadow Ranch?
This just gets better and better. I'll tell my assistant to put your calls through immediately. By the way, why are you so interested in the Humbers?
Knowing more about them and what happened in the past may help me figure out something that's going on in the present. I'm kind of a detective.
That makes 2 of us. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming that you wrote that down.
Nope.
Okay, so 1811,
April 18th, or April 9th, 1811, right? Was their wedding day?
okay, here we go. April 9th, 1811, yes. She just had to walk outside to write it down. You got anything to say?
Need something?
Nope.
Talk to you later.
Yahoo.
Okay, that was a
Okay.
I like that one, actually. Yahoo.
Not even mad. I'm just frankly stunned.
Yeah.
Yahoo.
Come on, Bob.
Right.
His only attempt ever at being happy.
Yeah. All right. April 9th, 1811. April 9th.
It's like a.
Why are you singing?
Has its stone.
Why are you singing Every Rose Has Its Thorn?
Just like
Why?
every cowboy sings a sad, sad song.
Every rose has its thorn. Okay, so April 9th. So wait, April is January, February, March. April. Okay, 4. So 4 is
That's noon. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so 9th.
Directly left. Because 9 is...
Right, and then 11 is.
I got the trunk open.
Great, thank you. Go ahead and take something from it. You deserve a reward.
What should I take?
I'm assuming probably the watch.
If I want something else from the trunk, I should put back what I took before.
Alright, well, let's take a look at...
Swap things out. Okay.
Then, okay.
No, I didn't mean to take the scissors. Okay.
But I'm assuming this is
Wonder
probably...
how you open this.
Oh.
Bingo! F.H. Francis Humber?
Okay.
I wonder how you open this.
Okay, well, there's more to look at, wasn't it? Okay, so this is another one of these.
Alright, well. 9, 11...
Okay, wow, cool. I got the first 2 right immediately.
It was an inside job!
Oh, no.
It's inside the locket!
I got really lucky with that.
Green bottle under... wonder what that means.
Wait, don't we have some sort of weird, like, half-burnt note that has, like, a bunch of weird, like, letters and symbols on it?
Yeah, we do.
That's probably got something to do with all this.
Maybe.
So, okay, that's hers, and the sheriff or deputy star looking thing is probably her dad's.
Hi, can I help
I wonder
you
what's
with
with the
something?
scissors
It
and
was
the
great
frying
talking
pan.
to you.
I don't
Ride
know.
safely.
I mean, we can swap out any item we want, so we could probably just take another thing if we need it.
Oh, yeah, sure, I just did.
All right, now we gotta call her back, be like, hey, we got it open.
Inside, there was a deputy's badge.
Charlene Purcell's office.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. May I please speak to Miss Purcell?
She told me to put you right through. She even told me to make sure you didn't have to listen to that recording again. You really raved.
He sounds like one of those old, like,
Hello, Nancy.
like-
So what have you discovered?
like 90s, like 80s hippie. Like, it's
Yeah.
a very specific kind of, like, guy I'm thinking of, but
I know what you're talking about, like hippies and whatnot.
not just hippies, but like one of those like specifically from like the 90s era, like news talk shows, one of those like kind of like hippie sounding guys with the brown hair and the glasses and the fucking green vest and everything. Definitely smokes a lot. Like he sounds exactly like that is the exact image he conjures up.
I don't know what I don't know what news.
One of the radio DJs, they sometimes talk a little bit while they're like swapping up the
Okay.
Yeah, there's a very specific like portrayal of one of these guys that he reminds me of exactly. I don't know if this based off of a particular person or if it's just a kind of semi-common character, but
I don't know. I think it's probably a common character.
I opened that trunk and found a locket watch in it that used to belong to Frances.
And was anything in the locket watch?
Half a picture. I'm pretty sure what's there is a picture of Frances. I think the missing half was of her father. Anyway, on the back it said, green bottle under.
Wonder what that means.
It looks like the rest of the sentence is on the half that got torn off.
I know a lot about the Humbers, but I don't know anything about a green bottle. What happened to all of Dirk Valentine's ill-gotten gains? That's what I'd really like to know.
yeah, us too. You may know what we don't have anything pointing to what might have happened to her just yet.
Well, apparently Nancy thinks we do, so should I click on that?
No, because we don't.
What do you think happened to it?
The rumor is Dirk hid his fortune in such a way that only Francis would be able to find it. And seeing that he was basically just a high-spirited, fun-loving guy who loved taking risks, I tend to believe...
Are we also forgetting this man was an outlaw who robbed people in trains?
Right.
And not just the rich, he robbed, like, everybody who could get his
She
hands.
never found the treasure. So the rumor
Like, if he spent his, like, time doing nothing but robbing banks and robbing actual, like, super uppity rich people and whatnot.
I mean, supposedly he was supposed to be like the Robin Hood type character, but I guess one of the trains he robbed was supposed to actually be used to pay the miners. Maybe he didn't know that.
Maybe that's, like, propaganda the banks were saying and whatnot.
Maybe, yeah.
So, I don't know. I still have a little faith in him, just it's kind of a hazy thing, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I have reason to believe that it is.
Really? Tell me.
I found a letter from Dirk that Frances never read. It told her how to start looking for what he'd hidden for her. His clues were rather obtuse, though.
For example?
For example, he refers to her favorite flowers and the flowers on her favorites. Do you know what that means?
No, and that's the problem. Whatever clues he left for her no doubt relate to things only she and no one else would understand.
Well, I'm going to try to figure it out anyway.
That's the spirit. And if you think there's something I can help you with, please do not hesitate to call.
Talk to you soon.
Look forward to it.
Okay. Well, now what?
I guess let's start with Bess and Mar.
Bess George.
Bess and George.
Bess Marvin and George George F. I don't remember her
Me
last name.
again. What's
Isn't
the
like
status of
Frank
your
or something?
plane?
I think.
Nobody
Yeah.
will tell us a thing. And now a bunch of really dark clouds are rolling in.
What's going on with you, Nan?
Has either of you two ever read anything by an author named Charlene Purcell? She writes romance novels that take place in the Old West.
That rules me out.
I saw her on a talk show once. Seemed kind of full of herself. Why do you ask?
I had to call her in order to open this old trunk at Mary Yazzie. She knows a lot about the people who used to live at Shadow Ranch.
I bet I know more about 19th century clothing design than she does.
I
So,
found a locket that belonged to Frances Humber. It had a picture in it with the words green bottle under written on the back.
Maybe the bottle bottle's a clue to where Valentine's loot is hidden.
Wow!
Could be. Although I'm not sure how. If we're right, and Frances never found that treasure.
Well, that green bottle obviously meant something to her. I think you should find it first and ask questions later.
Okay.
That's it.
Have fun. Wish you were here. Kidding.
Well, let's see if George and Frank and Joe have better insight. He's gonna answer like, what now?
Hardy residents.
Hi,
Oh,
Joe.
Hey, what's going on?
Catch you later.
Adios.
Happy trails.
Your call. Johnny, what would you do?
Hello?
What would you do if I called you, right? I called you, and you're like,
Hey, Nick, what's up?
alright, see you later.
Bye.
Yes.
I would be just as confused, but I mean, you know... Hi, Johnny. Hey, what's going on? Bye. Wait, what? I mean, okay, bye.
Bet.
Right.
It's Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. It's Nancy.
I can hear, Bet.
I'll be in touch.
Say goodbye to Nancy.
Goodbye to Nancy.
Alright, let's see if the sheriff has anything for us.
Sheriff.
Sheriff.
Hernandez.
Hi, are you the sheriff?
Yes, ma'am.
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm staying at Shadow Ranch.
Oh, yeah, how's that doing?
You heard what happened to him?
Of course, I'm the sheriff. I hear everything. You gonna pull through?
It looks that way, yes. They're going to keep him in the hospital for a day or two just to be sure.
Good, that's good. Only met him a couple of times, but I liked him. He and his wife, what's her name?
Bet, short for Elizabeth.
They seem real determined to make a go of that place. I like that. So, what can I do for you?
Did you hear about the phantom horse that showed up at Shadow Ranch last night?
Did you say phantom horse?
I guess
Before
I know.
Ed was bitten by that snake, this glowing horse came galloping up outside, then went galloping away.
Glowing horse? Sounds to me like somebody's playing a joke. Friend of Shorty's, I'll bet, trying to get a rise out of him. And probably succeeding knowing Shorty.
Do you know most of the men who work at Shadow Ranch?
I know them all. That doesn't mean I'm best buddies with them, but it's a pretty small world out here. And I've either known or known of those boys for years.
And they're all stand-up guys, as far as you know?
I'd vouch for every single one of them.
Thanks for your help.
You bet.
I
Okay.
like how... So we called the sheriff, right? Like, literally like a police officer, basically. And basically just socialized with him.
Well, I mean, given how small of a town it is out in the middle of nowhere, I mean, I can't imagine there's really a lot that goes on.
I guess.
Especially if they're still using the whole, like, sheriff idea and it's not like a police force.
It just seems weird that we called an officer of the law just to, like, shoot the shit. Like, we called his office and everything, not even his personal phone or anything.
Well, again, we called a non-emergency number. It's not like we called 911, so I mean...
I guess, yeah. Whoops.
Want to try your hand at barrel racing?
Oh, no. Do you have anything to say?
Nope.
Need something?
Talk to you later.
If you last that long.
Yahoo.
Yahoo. That one was great. Oh. Okay.
She'll be coming around the mountain when she goes. Yodelay.
I can't take any more.
Where are you going? You can't leave. The Raleighs said we were to have a cookout and entertain our guests.
Yeah, well, I don't call this entertainment. It's worse than whatever that stuff was you cooked.
That was lamb ragout for your information, and it was great. If you couldn't appreciate it, it's because your taste buds are about as sophisticated as a sand flea's.
I think I'll turn in too. Night, ma'am. Next time, just stick to burgers.
Et tu, Brute? You see that? You see what I put up with? Day in and day out, I cast my culinary pearls before ungrateful, uncultured swine. Well, I'll show them.
Oh, that's
I'll
suspicious.
write a best-selling cookbook, that's what I'll do. Then I'll get my own TV show, then I'll do a movie, and while they're out here punching cattle, I'll become a gazillionaire.
Easily.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it sure is glowing, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I Didn't know that barns could sprout leaks from their roofs like that.
I think the plumbing broke.
And you say this happened
What
right
plumbing?
after
It's a
that man
barn.
showed up
Because that's where we got the fire water
pumphouse
from.
blew just as the horse was
It
galloping
was?
away.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the bit with the
Right,
sinking.
this is
Oh, okay.
awful. Maybe Shorty was right. Maybe that horse is a bad omen.
I'm more inclined to think that someone is using that horse to divert attention.
What do you mean?
It's possible that while everyone's attention was on that horse, someone sabotaged the pump house.
Why on earth would someone sabotage the pump house?
Someone may be trying to chase you off the ranch.
But why?
That I don't know.
Well, yeah, I do. It's for the treasure.
Tex or Shorty or Dave is somehow involved, do you?
It's possible, but I just don't know yet.
Oh, my. You might not be safe there.
Maybe we should send her home.
I'll be fine, really. I want to help, and I can help.
Well, it sounds like we could certainly use your help.
Any grudge or anyone why?
We know why there's the grudge. Something about the treasure, obviously. Mary is the only one that seems to know anything about it being somewhere possibly on the ranch. Dave was the one, Shorty was the one who originally said something about the whole Phantom Horse Dirk Valentine thing that got us started on this whole adventure.
As far as we know, no one even knows about the treasure.
Right. And
so Mary wants a piece of the land, but we don't know why. It could be for the treasure, but it could be that she just wants the land.
Everyone else is saying that it's because she says she's spiritually drawn to it or something, which very well might be the case. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe she had. I don't know. I can't say one way or the other on that.
Can you think of anyone who might have a grudge against you?
No, but I'll tell you what. Ed and I will put our thinking caps on, and if anything comes to us, we'll call you. Have you called the sheriff and told him all this?
Not yet.
Tell her about the storms.
Tell me about the what?
The storms. You need to be careful when you go riding because it can be sunny one minute and pouring down rain the next.
I'll be careful.
Good. And if you have any more questions, just call.
It's a desert. It's not like it just starts pouring rain randomly.
It would be a good idea not to mention my suspicions to anyone at the ranch.
Like if there's going to be a storm brewing, there's going to be, a storm brewing because there's a lot of moisture that finally is caught up and it's going to finally rain in the area to give everything some much needed water.
Right. I mean, this isn't Missouri. This is Arizona. We're in Missouri.
Yeah. And here, 1 minute it can be perfectly sunny out, the next it'll be storming like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like that's common enough, but Arizona, desert,
I'm the one who's staying at Shadow Ranch.
Everyone that I've talked to that's visited or lived out there has always said that it's, you see the storms coming.
Right.
Not to mention smell it, because, rain has that certain smell to it, especially if it's like a really heavy storm.
I never got a chance to talk to you.
Is there something I can do for you?
Thanks for your help.
What?
Just doing my job.
Wait, hold on. But what about the... Why wasn't I supposed to call you about the
Phantom Horse?
About the pump?
Hernandez.
Hello,
Hello, Sheriff. It's Nancy Drew again.
Hello, Nancy. What can I do for you?
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
Anytime.
Okay. Well, they told me to call him, right? That's what they said.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, it's not actually like anything related to a crime just yet. Like, we don't know for certain. Right now, it's just weird coincidence.
Right. Okay, I already read that. I don't think I need to look around here anymore. I guess let's start talking to people. If I can...
Shorty, did you see that horse last night? Oh my gosh!
He'd be like, what?
Shorty's not in the kitchen?
That means we can snoop.
Mineral deposits?
Mineral.
Shadow Mountain and surrounding area. Shadow Mountain? What?
That's probably where we were before, I think.
Well, okay, so if that's Tumbleweed up there, which is where they hang...
Mining areas.
Rattlesnake Mine, Shady Mine, Parch Mine.
And that one up there that I can't read because it's...
Is it called Rattlesnake Mine because that's where the rattlesnake is?
Man, maybe, I don't know.
Can I help you find something?
No, actually, I pretty much found everything on my own.
For your information, I got those maps because I was hoping there might be a long-lost gold mine or two around here. But like most of my get-rich-quick ideas, it didn't pan out. Apparently, there's no gold left in them thar hills, or silver, or copper, or anything else. Now, I don't ever want to catch you in my stuff again. Yes?
I'd like to apologize.
Just proves we're birds of a feather. I've been known to go poking through other people's stuff myself.
Have you been out to the pump house?
All the water to the ranch house has been cut off. The livestock will still get water from the windmills, but we humans are gonna have to get every single drop of water we use from the faucet in the pump house. And that's gonna be a royal pain. Why can't that darn horse do its cursed thing somewhere else?
I'm inclined to think that someone, not something, is responsible for the damage to the pump house.
I saw the pipe. It was rusted through. That's why it burst. That and bad vibes from that equine banshee.
Got any chores you want me to do?
Do exactly what you did for me yesterday, and I'll be forever grateful. Start by picking all the ripe stuff in the garden again. Basket's outside.
Well,
this
I better
again.
get going.
Pleasure talking to you.
So, ripe vegetables. Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's a good thing I saved.
Yeah.
Well, what am I... Okay, I just don't go in, I guess.
Got those eggs for me?
Right here.
Good for you.
Okay.
Cool.
I need you to do one more thing. It's Tex's birthday.
Oh.
The Raleighs told me to make him a cake. Now, if I make it, he'll throw a fit. But if you make it, he might actually appreciate it. So why don't you dig a cake recipe out of the recipe box and have at it? I don't care when you make it, just so it's done by the end of the day. The icing's already made.
Could I get a canteen of water from you?
You betcha. You're good to go.
Well, I'd better get going.
Drop by anytime.
Okay, well, what kind of cake should we make? And we got a whole list of options.
There's...
Shadow Ranch cake. My favorite.
I mean...
Oh, okay.
Well, there you go. I don't think there was any other cake options, so... You had the vinegar pie, but I don't think you'd appreciate that.
Right. Okay, so...
Not complete with our icing in my marzipan flour. FH. Wait, this is the...
The flowers of her favorite?
I...
Maybe? Because that's Francis.
Right.
All I'll need to make that cake is a mixing bowl.
Okay.
Wow, I'm appreciated that it just appeared for us.
Right.
Well...
So we need 2 eggs.
Oh. Nothing else in there. Why did... Whatever. Alright, what else is on that recipe card?
I can't get in there right now.
What?
You gotta be kidding.
We can't...
Okay, you know what? I'm... Wait. When did I save?
Like, just before you did it, I think? Yeah, so... Throw away. Didn't add anything, so just... 1 cup of butter, 2 eggs, 1 2/3 cups of milk.
We should... Yeah, I'll just take a picture of it.
Yeah. 4 cups of butter, eggs, milk, flour, baking powder, sugar, vanilla.
Kind of dumb that it doesn't let you look at it while you're doing
Yeah, you know, like any other chef would.
Right.
If they don't know it from, like, heart, they have the recipe there to reference. Like, that's so silly.
Okay, 1 cup butter. 1 stick equals 1/2 cup. Okay, so I need 2 sticks.
Wait, I think so it was only half a cup.
No, it's 1 cup butter, but each stick is only 1/2 cup.
Oh, okay.
2 eggs.
1 2/3 cups of milk or something?
Yes. Is this milk?
Yes. 1/3.
Okay, so 1 2/3, so that's
5 of those. Because 3 of them makes 1 cup and then 2 more.
That's 3. 4. 5. Alright, 1 tablespoon of baking powder.
Teaspoon, which I think... Is it 4 of those makes a tablespoon?
Is that a teaspoon?
Yes.
Oh.
TSP, not TBS.
So 4 of them make a tablespoon?
I'm not 100% certain, but I believe
Oh,
so.
Johnny, can you look it up real quick?
I'm sorry, it's 3 teaspoons make a tablespoon.
Okay, so 2. 3.
There you go. Tablespoon of baking powder.
2/3... Wait. 2 1/3 cups sugar. So 2 1/3.
Like 2 cups of 1/3.
Okay, so that's 7. That's 1.
Yes.
2. 3.
For 1 cup.
4. 5, 6.
2 cups, and then 1 more third, right?
Yeah, 7. And then 3 teaspoons of vanilla.
3 teaspoons? Why not just say 1 tablespoon? Like the baking powder.
I don't know.
Whatever.
They didn't have me add any flour.
Well, hey, what do you know? Maybe it's one of those weird like no bake things or something.
Okay, well now what?
Even though it has baking powder in it, clearly.
Oh, here we go. Bake.
Uh,
Doesn't say which size I should use.
I'm assuming the middle one. You seem to have a.
Okay. Also doesn't say how long I should have it in for.
Looks like I'm gonna have to guess how long to cook it and what temperature to use.
Good time to save. I'm assuming probably medium, half an hour. It's usually pretty decent. Like,
It's not cooked all the way through. I better bake it some more.
okay. So medium again for 15. How'd it look?
Perfect.
Nice.
Cool.
Maybe I should try a little, just to be sure. This tastes terrible.
I followed the
Throw this
instructions.
out and make
Are you
another
sure it said no flour?
There's no flour anywhere on that recipe.
4 cups flour, Nick. Right below the milk. How did...
I missed it.
Well, now we know what's wrong.
How did I miss that?
Take the 45.
Yeah, medium, 45.
Perfect.
That was a yawn.
Maybe I should try a little, just to be sure. I should put that icing Shorty made on it.
What? Jesus. Why?
Hold on. Okay, so now that I finally got the right amount
Of the ingredients, and you gotta bake just fine. Now you gotta... What's all this?
What are these?
I made you that flour Frances mentioned in her recipe. I cut all the pieces out of marzipan using her old forms, but I'll be darned if I can figure out how the pieces go.
What is that? How? What?
What?
What do you mean?
They're like petals, right? Just put them into like a flower shape. Why is that one facing... You're good at these picture things, so I'm gonna leave this one up to you mostly. I
just don't know what to base it off of.
A flower?
A few moments later.
Oh, okay. It's supposed to look like this, apparently. Unfortunately, I can't zoom in on that.
There's actually like a... I'm noticing that there's actually a kind of like a silhouette.
Yeah, it's supposed to look like a kind of a rose kind of thing.
Jeez Louise, okay. So... No, not that one. Okay, yeah. Then that would go there.
You gotta know.
Okay, I think... Now that I can kind of see that silhouette. Yeah, I guess. Okay. Goodness gracious, kitten.
She's looking for more treats.
Of course she is.
Oh, never mind. She's just sitting there. Staring.
Being a silly. Being a butt.
Being a butt?
Yeah, she's a butt.
You're a butt.
You're a butt.
You're a butt.
You're a butt.
Your face is a butt.
Your mom's a butt. Okay, that's good. And there, and then this, I guess, just goes...
It's a tulip. What's this?
That's food coloring, so you can paint that marzipan flower.
The flower is red, the leaves are green.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Hooray. Now what?
I guess that's it.
Cool.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Well, I'd better get going.
Come back soon.
That was
a lot.
Yeah, it really was. I never want to bake ever again. I'm not a cook. I don't cook.
You could be a pastry chef if you wanted.
No thanks.
I said if you wanted.
Well, I don't want.
Okay then.
Alright, you got anything to say?
Need something?
Nope.
Has anyone tried going after that phantom horse when it appears?
Nope. Always something else going on. Like Ed Raleigh getting snake bit, or the pump house blowing up. Plus, that horse is fast. Probably couldn't catch it anyway.
Is it okay if I go riding?
Nope. Feed the chickens and the horses in the corral first. Could be fatal if you mess up, so don't.
Oh, that's ominous.
Talk to you later.
If you last that long.
Hey, well, time to go look up what the feed is like for horses and chickens.
I'm assuming it'll be on the phone now that I...
Probably.
I also do want to check out the pump house, actually.
Crime scene, no trespassing, but we're a sheriff.
I better not go in there until I call the sheriff.
Well, should we feed the chickens and stuff first?
Probably. Let's see. Well, there's no new search things for that, so I guess I gotta figure it out on my own.
Maybe there's a thing inside the chicken coop somewhere that says. No? It just lets you...
Yeah, just the chickens.
Alright, well, is there anything next to where the feed is that maybe says?
Well, let's find out.
Quarter horse, that's not... There it is. Horse feeding. Chicken feeding. 2 scoops of just chicken. Okay, so just 2 scoops of chicken stuff and that'll be fine.
Okay. Let's do that first, real quick. Where's the chicken cow?
It's over by the chicken coop, I'm pretty sure. There was a little box that you could look at previously, remember? That's the horse feed.
Is all this for feed?
Yes. Horse feed.
That's what I'm going to say.
But yes, it is all for feeding. You gotta mix the various ones together and that creates your ration that you give to the various horses, and they all have their own thing.
Okay, so where's the chicken feed?
By the chicken coop.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty certain. Yeah, there's a box of it right there.
Yeah, well, I need to put something in the box.
Oh, well,
It's probably with the horse check.
Well, they're all labeled like it's horse feed, so unless you saw it somewhere, I didn't either. There's a bag on the ground there, but I think that's the cattle feed.
Yeah. Is it gonna say what it is if I click on it?
Nope. Great. Well.
Can I undo?
Nope.
Oh no. Oh. Empty. There we go. Okay, I can undo. So what rotation is it? Is it rotation A?
They have names underneath of which ones get what. So Bob, our horse, and Tilly both get ration A. Ration B goes to Frank, Dandy, and...
Oh, I thought that had rotation.
Clyde and Don or Dan, I'm not sure which get ration C, and the other 3 get ration D. Then, where's the chicken feed?
Okay, I'm just gonna take a picture of this again.
More moments later.
May I go riding now?
Oh, Bob's all yours. I set up some barrels and a sawhorse so you can do some barrel racing and practice roping. Whenever you're out there, I'll watch you and time you. If you get good enough, like, say, you get your time below 10 seconds, and if you can lasso the sawhorse, like, say, 4 times out of 5, I'll give you your very own lariat. You can practice as much as you want, whenever you want. Just don't go walking off with my rope, 'cause I'll be watching.
Talk to you later.
Okay.
Yahoo.
Well, on that note, I think we're running the episode here.
Alrighty, I have the walkthrough ready for barrel racing. Hold on.
Nice. Alright, well, see you guys next time.
Bye.